guys, it's HCGChica again. Today is VLCD14, and I think I last checked in on day 11. So on day 12, I was down 0.8 pounds, and then day 13, which was yesterday, I had a 0, big fat 0. But that's okay because that's only my second 0 so far, which isn't too bad. And I think I hear my son coming in here. Hi, handsome. Yeah, and then this morning I was down 0.8, so I was happy about that. Overall, my weight loss is still really good. I've lost a total of 12 pounds now in 13 days, so that's really good. Today I made a strawberry smoothie. I took my strawberries from the farmer's market, and I weighed them, and then I froze them. And then this afternoon I pulled them out and I put them in the blender with some water and a little stevia and blended it up. And it was pretty good. I mean, it's not the most amazing thing in the world, but it was something different, and it was cold, and it was just, it was fun to do something different, and it seemed like it made quite a bit, actually, once you mix it up with the water. It seems kind of substantial, so that was pretty satisfying. So, I did notice that, I think, in general, I'm not hungry, but like today I was hungry, and I realized that some days I'm just a little too active. I did a good amount of walking yesterday, and I got really exhausted, and I think maybe that's why today I'm more hungry. So I've just been trying to keep things low key. I can kind of do that. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so my son does keep me pretty busy. As you can see, he's energetic, but I can, I can still keep things pretty low-key. I don't have, like a really stressful job or anything. So for me, that has been important. I have noticed on this diet that my Hashimoto's symptoms have definitely gotten worse. I know it's just a temporary thing, hopefully, that will just be happening on this protocol. But I've been feeling fairly good before I started this with my, I told you I had a really good thyroid medication I take now called Cytomel. But definitely since I've started the protocol, I tire a lot more easily. And I have a lot of the same symptoms that I used to have, where I just really had to be careful how much I did, or I would just, fall apart, which has happened twice now, and I realized what it was. So that probably won't happen for most of you out there, but for anyone who does have Hashimoto's, I have heard that a lot of people have had their things like that just disappear while on the protocol, and they felt way better. But it looks like for me, the opposite is true. It doesn't matter. It's still worth it. In the long run, this is helping me make a life change that I need to make. I was getting into some really bad eating habits. I used to be really healthy. This is going to be kind of a reflective vlog today, just telling you a little bit about myself, I guess. This is what I feel like. But in high school, I was extremely healthy. I'm 5'1", so I was very fit. I was 102 pounds in high school. But I was also very fit. I did bike riding and hiking with my dad all the time. I basically lived on lunch meat and carrots. I never ate any sugar at all. If I did, I felt very guilty. It wasn't necessarily, I wouldn't say it was like necessarily a balanced way to live, but I was just very strict with myself, and I was able to do that then because I was younger, and I just didn't have the responsibilities that I have now, like a baby and a husband, and you need to cook food for people, and when you go to people's houses, you can't be rude and just not eat anything. So yeah, so I've been at a place where I was, like probably peak fitness, peak fitness level. So it's been hard for me the last few years to gain weight. The reason it started was because when my Hashimoto's kind of started coming on, I didn't know what it was for probably a good 4 years. I was just kind of calling it chronic fatigue syndrome because that's kind of what it seemed like my symptoms were. I was just extremely tired all the time. If I did exercise, it got to the point where any exercise would actually make me feel terrible after. And the more I put into the exercise, like if I went for a long hike, I would feel that much worse for that much longer. Just like extremely depressed and just terrible for like 2 or 3 days and before it would lift. And I finally figured out that pattern, thankfully, so I stopped doing that so I could at least function day to day without feeling awful. But that's what had happened. I could no longer exercise. And a lot of the things that I loved to do in life were related to that, like hiking or backpacking. Those are things that my husband and I have always loved to do, and I could no longer do that. So it was a hard time for me because I could no longer do the things I love to do, and I couldn't do anything active, and eating kind of became one of the few things that was enjoyable that didn't make me feel terrible. So, combination of inactivity and eating more as something that actually gave me pleasure, kind of led to me, gaining weight. So I was really happy to find this protocol because I kind of had gotten to the point where I felt like it was kind of hopeless. I just felt like I didn't have the self-discipline and the time or energy to put into a long-term weight loss thing, like spending a whole year doing really hard things just to lose 10 or 20 pounds. I just feel like I did not have it in me because I have so many other things to take care of in my life. So so I was very happy to find this, and so far things are going really well. So anyway, that's kind of the lowdown on me, and in general, days aren't too bad. There's, certain days. Last Sunday was a really hard day for me, but like I said, I was too active on Sunday. And then yesterday I probably did a little too much again, and today's Sunday again, and I'm having a few more cravings than normal, but I'm managing to get by. I haven't actually cheated or anything except for like when I had the one extra apple that day. I don't know if that would really be considered cheating since I didn't have my vegetable that day either. So the one thing I have done once before, which was last Sunday, and then I am doing today is, watch out guys, I'm drinking a Diet Coke. I know that's not a good idea, but there's just certain days where you feel like you need a little something to get you by for that day, and you know that the next day you'll feel better. So I'm allowing myself this once a week indulgence. I love Diet Coke. It's something I've tried to get off many times. I've been off of it for over a year at different points. I just love how it tastes. I know that sounds crazy, but I do. So I'm trying to just be really good, but when I really have a hard day, that's kind of my one thing that I do. It doesn't have calories, so anyway, I guess this vlog is getting kind of long, but anyway, let's see. Well, so I guess I should update you on my husband and my mom. My husband is down, he started at 207 and now he's 190.2. So I think that is, that's like around 17 pounds or something crazy like that. Ugh, like I said, so unfair. He should give me those extra 5 pounds. I'm telling you. And then my mom, she's lost 15 pounds now. She was down 2 pounds this morning. So anyway, both her and I have had 2 0 days so far in 13 days. So, or I'm sorry, in 14 days we've had 2 zeros. So it's a little easier now that I'm actually getting thinner and I actually feel a little thinner. It's a little easier to deal with those days because I'm like, oh, that's okay because I'm already feeling a little better about how I look, so I can handle a day like that. At the beginning it was a little rough because I didn't feel like I looked much different, and so it was just a little hard. But anyway, I'm getting close to my 10-minute mark, so I'm gonna be gone. Sorry this was so long, but I don't know, maybe some of you guys out there have had some similar experiences as me with history with weight and food and thyroid stuff. Who knows? If any of you have any questions about thyroid things, I have done a lot of research on it. I'll probably do another vlog specifically on that at another time. But a lot of people don't know about the thing that I take, and I think it's been a lot more helpful than what most people are on. So, all right, talk to you later.